A princess marrying a girl in England? Who the heck cares? An animated pony princess is marrying Twilight's brother who we're just now hearing about? I'm so there! Welcome back to Ben Salutes. And when I was a kid, gas prices were not a factor of families' budgets. Well, folks, I'm ready to do another salute on one of the most epic cartoons on right now. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Another season of Friendship is Magic has passed, and it not only met my expectations, it exceeded them. Why the heck am I still doing this intro? I want to praise this show so badly. So, get ready for a blast of love and tolerance. Here's my second salute on My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. I'll start with what has happened since I last looked at this show. A chaos-obsessed monster made the ponies represent the antonym of the element they represent. Twilight went nuts. The Q-Mark Crusaders did more adorable things. Rainbow Dash found a pet. Princess Luna was given more things to do. Spike turned into a huge dragon. Pinkie Pie had to play babysitter. Pinkie Pie further proved why she's one of the most hilarious cartoon characters of all time. Rainbow Dash became obsessed with books. Derpy Hoof spoke. Twilight time traveled. Spike discovered who he was. Fluttershy became a witch. And the main six attended a wedding that broke down into total chaos with monsters flying all over the place. Holy crap, this show was awesome. Wow, I can't even begin to talk about how awesome a lot of the episodes for this season was. So I'm not going to. Believe me, I could write a book series about how epic some of the episodes were, but I can't sum them up in a video. So, I'll just go over key elements that helped prove how awesome this show is. What made Season 2 of this show so great was that it did what seasons of other shows should do, capitalize on the characters and the situations around them. This show did just that, and more. One great thing the show capitalized on was the antagonists. Now, I will admit, this show was lacking on the villain department in Season 1. Nightmare Moon just appeared, only to be destroyed, and Gilda was an evil jerk. Make Fluttershy cry, you demon! However, Season 2 changed all that. They introduced some really bad glass villains, starting with Discord. He's not only one of my favorite animated villains, but one of my favorite villains, period. What makes him great is his goal to spread chaos wherever he goes. Of course, this led to a lot of hilarious imagery. Another thing about Discord is, he's not really that evil. He doesn't kill any pony, he just wants to have fun, and he doesn't want anyone to get in his way. So, what does this guy do? He uses his trickery to trick every one of the main six to become the exact opposite of how they act. Applejack became a liar, Rarity became greedy, Pinkie Pie became cynical, Rainbow Dash became selfish, Fluttershy became mean, and Twilight lost faith in her friends. What a jerk, but by gosh, he's good. This is how you make a good villain, folks. I want to hate his guts for what he did to some of my favorite cartoon characters, yet I can't hate him because he does such a good job of it. That's why I love Discord. Discord. Bum bum ch 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 ta. There was also another great villain this show capitalized on. I already talked about Discord, but there was another baddie that I'd like to address. A baddie that's so bad, she would make Discord blush. And that baddie is Diamond Tiara. She was introduced in Season 1 as a snobbish bully to Apple Bloom, but in Season 2, she got even more witchy. First, she called Granny Smith a kooky old lady. You hellspawn! How dare you talk to Granny Smith that way? Oh, that's not all. She finished off the season being the newspaper editor for the paper the Q-Mark Crusaders worked for. That doesn't sound so bad, right? Wrong! She forced the Q-Mark Crusaders into gossiping on other ponies, causing the Q-Mark Crusaders to have sour relationships with their friends and family. You sea witch! How dare you treat the Q-Mark Crusaders that way? If I didn't believe in love and tolerance, I would yank out your pharynx and play it as a washboard. However, it all works out in the end because Diamond Tiara gets completely embarrassed by the ends of the episode she appears in. Serves you right, you pink mook. There was also the Flim Flam brothers. They're not exactly villains, but they're still jerks. They come around with their apple cider maker, and they came really close to taking the Apple family's farm away, jackholes. However, they were defeated when the citizens of Ponyville turned out liking the Apple family cider better. Kind of an anti-big business message there. Take that, Flip-Flop brothers. Of course, you probably want me to salute the villain at the end of the season. Don't worry, I'll get to her later. Another element of the show that was doubled in Season 2 was the humor. Good gosh, the humor. It further exploited the kind of humor I expect to see in a cartoon. Of course, Pinkie Pie's usual antics were cranked up in the season. Her use of cartoony logic, her jokes, and her random musical numbers were top-notch. Keep up the great work, Pinkie. There was also one of my favorite moments of the show, Twilight's mental breakdown in Lesson 0. I can't go 1 second without laughing at the moment when she meets up with the Cutie Mark Crusaders and tries to get them to play with her Smarty Pants doll. She makes some of the funniest facial reactions I've ever seen. There was also the slapstick, from Fluttershy Splat and Luna Eclipse to every pony beating the crap out of each other in Lesson 0. And to Apple Bloom's Cutie Pox from the Cutie Pox. Now, some of you may be confused by that last example because slapstick involves violence. Wrong! Slapstick is defined as physical embarrassment, so that includes something like the Cutie Pox. Going back to ponies, all these comedic examples prove that the writers and the animators behind this show know what the definition of comedy is. Taking a break from why Season 2 is amazing, I'd like to address Princess Celestia. I swear, she's got to be the best princess ever. She's not stuck up, or a Mary Sue-like character. She's positive, a strong leader, and is a real trickster. In the best night ever, she knows that the Grand Galloping Gala is a boring party, so she invited Twilight and her friends to liven things up. Inviting party crashers to crash your party? Girl, you've got a strong sense of humor. Not to mention that she's so forgiving. No matter what the ponies might do to her, she just shakes it off as if it's nothing. Pinkie Pie could make her parents into cupcakes, and she would be like, well, you killed my parents, but these cupcakes are delicious, so I'll let it go. I mean, seriously! Speaking of that, where are her parents? Why is it that almost every animated princess has no parents? You know what? Who cares? She's Princess Celestia, and she does what she wants. I also love her sister, Princess Luna. She turned into Nightmare Moon, but the elements of harmony turned her back to good. What I love about Luna is she's very dark and mysterious. She's the complete opposite of her sister. She is also the guardian of the night, and takes a lot of guts to guard the night. Bad things happen in the night. Bad things. Another contrast that Luna has with her sister is Luna represents the traditional princess. She speaks using the royal we, and she has a semi-British accent. However, she still knows how to have fun. Celestia and Luna are tag team princesses that I would take over any English princess we have now. Another awesome thing the show had in Season 2 was the pop culture references. I know I said that I'm not really a fan of pop culture references in cartoons, but that's only if the cartoon depends on them. This show doesn't. They're just nice little gags that the creators of this show put in to make us bronies laugh, and this season was full of them. From the shot-by-shot remake of the ending of Star Wars and Return of Harmony, to Rainbow Dash's catchphrase, have no fear, your friendly neighborhood Rainbow Dash is here, and the mysterious Ne'er-do-well. There was even the pony caricatures of the three main stars of The Big Lebowski. That's right, a quote-unquote girl show is paying homage to an R-rated cult comedy movie. This show has guts. There were also a few other references here and there, but those were my favorites. Another one of my favorite supporting characters is Zakura. She's not a pony, but she is a zebra. After her 2 appearances in Season 1, I was glad to see her character was not done. I love her relationship with Apple Bloom. For further development on that, I hope the creators have room. She also has a great accent that sounds African. She doesn't sound at all like an American. There is also her rhyming I love about her. Why does she do it? She's Sakura. That doesn't matter. Anyway, Sakura is a great character in the show. There's more of her I like to see, and more I want to know. And of course, I do love me some pony songs, and Season 2 was not lacking on the music department. I was getting worried when there wasn't any songs for a majority of the episodes, but when Fluttershy started singing and May the Best Pet Win, I was like, oh yeah, Ponies on Broadway returns. The Find a Pet song was a great start, but sounded like Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash were making up the rhythm as they continued. That wasn't a bad thing, but I was just expecting more out of this show. It got a little better with Becoming Popular from Sweet and Elite. I'm the type of pony every pony should know. That's more like it. Catchy beat and lyrics. Now you're getting there. However, the song was very short. Darn, we were almost there to having a ponies-worthy song. However, my hunger for a great pony song came through in A Friend Indeed with Pinkie Pie's song, Smile. Oh my gosh. When I first heard this song, I couldn't stop listening to it. It would not get out of my head even after I listened to Winter Wrap-Up and at the gala. Come on every pony, smile, smile, smile. Fill my heart up with sunshine, sunshine. All I really need's a smile, smile, smile. From these happy friends of mine. That song had everything. An upbeat tune, catchy lyrics, and a huge chorus of ponies singing along to it. Hands down, this is my favorite song of the whole series. So far. The songs of the season are still top-notch, and further prove why this show is worthy of Broadway. One thing I love about this show is not basically from the show itself, but the fans of the show. The Bronies have got to be some of the most creative, kind, and fun people ever. This, of course, shows in the fan videos. The fan videos are amazing. I just love all the effort the Bronies put into the fan videos they make. From pony music videos, to parodies, to fan animations, they're all great. Some of my favorites of the fan videos include Fluttershy Elsa's Pony Polkas. These are videos featuring montages of the show that have Weird Al's polka medleys playing over them. These prove that ponies and Weird Al are the best combo since bread and butter. Another type of my favorite fan videos are the random vids. I'm a fan of random stuff, and the My Little Pony random videos are some of the funniest videos I've seen. I also love all the assorted PMVs. There are too many to count. By my calculations, if the PMVs continue to be made at this rate, then there will be a PMV for every single song ever made by the end of the year. Oh nuts, I forgot to carry the 2. Anyway, the fan videos of this show are just as fun as the show itself. Check them out, and Bronies are awesome. Hoof on! However, there is a downside to being a Brony. You see, we love a show about colorful ponies that learn about friendship. What does this lead to? The media and legions of people attacking us and calling us every name in the encyclopedia of insults. Let's start with the report that Fox News did on us. This guy did a report on adult men who dress up like babies and file for disability so they don't have to work and can stay home all day. He then proceeds to do a report on Bronies, claiming that we're like baby men, and we file for disability so we can stay at home and watch FIM. Really? Who the heck hired this guy? Oh, right, Fox News. Anyway, this guy was just blowing bullcrap out of his mouth because he had no idea what the heck he was talking about. Bronies filing for disability? I have not heard of one case of that happening. Do your research, Baldy. Then there was also the internet haters. These guys hear that we like Friendship is Magic and they attack the heck out of us, saying we're gay and several other things I can't repeat because this is a family-friendly video. Okay, Parasprites, let me make this perfectly clear. One does not simply become gay just for watching a show. And good job for solidifying your homophobia. They also claim we're freaks of nature just because we're watching a girl show. I'll be a little more understanding of the haters. You see, They hear that we love a show called My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and just hearing the 3 words My Little Pony make them believe it's the same crap that's been corrupting little girls' brains since the 80s. Well, they're wrong. This show is a complete makeover for the franchise. Now, it's got complex characters, hilarious humor, and it caters to a wider audience. That's because the creators of the show are used to making shows for a wide audience. You see, there's a difference. Not everything that has the same name as something else is going to be the same as it. Just look what they did to Looney Tunes. Which is why I simply call this cartoon Ponies, the Epic Show, because I refuse to call it My Little Pony. And bronies don't watch this cartoon because we're gay or our chromosomes are jacked up on shock tarts. I can't speak for every pony, but I watch this show because I'm a huge cartoon lover that was just looking for a cartoon that matches the level of creativity and charm of classic cartoons. And if the cartoon I find is something that would normally be aimed at little girls, well, I'm going to accept it. Bronies are not freaks of nature. We're just cartoon lovers looking for a great modern cartoon, and we found it. And to those who say adults shouldn't be watching cartoons, go suck your thumb while watching Jersey Shore. There's also the people who claim bronies are the worst fan base ever. They judge their opinions just based on the few of us who actually are jerks. Every fan base has their radical fans. Get over it! And plus, I've seen some fans of certain shows that act worse. I'm not going to say any names though. One of my favorite aspects of this cartoon is the fact the creative team behind this show loved the fans so much. They didn't expect the show to gather such a huge fan base among adult viewers, but they're proud of it, and they are always putting in little things to please the bronies. One of the best things they did in Season 2 was they mentioned one of the show's most popular characters by name, Derpy Hoos. Oh, it doesn't end there. They actually let Derpy talk and gave her some hilarious things to do. Hallelujah! Wow, this was a great moment that will live forever in the history of TV. If it wasn't freaking ruined by angry soccer moms! Here's what happened. Derpy talks and gets hurt several times in the episode, the last roundup. This causes parents to complain because they think that Derpy is offensive to mentally challenged people. Oh, for the love of Fluttershy! What is wrong with you people? Of course, I wouldn't be mad and I would have let this slide. If Hasbro didn't pull the episode, change Derpy's voice, remove the part where Rainbow Dash calls her Derpy, and straighten her eyes out. What? Come on! This is ridiculous. 1. Derpy is not mentally challenged. She's just clumsy. There's a difference. 2. How is she offensive to mentally challenged people? I love it how the people who are actually saying she's offensive to mentally challenged people aren't even mentally challenged. 3. Since when is derp an offensive word? 4. By changing Derpy, what's that teaching kids? That clumsy people don't exist? Heck, why stop there? Why not change Zikora's accent to that of a southern one and give her the name Tyra because she's offensive to Africans? I mean, she's not really doing anything racially offensive other than being a freaking African zebra. 5. Is a cross-eyed Pegasus pony really the most messed up thing a little kid is going to see on TV? Let me get this straight. Regular show can cuss. That's fine. SpongeBob and Patrick can hold hands. That's fine. Gumball and Darwin can appear partially naked in several episodes. That's fine. But Derpy Hoos can have a few moments of slapstick, and it's the end of the freaking child innocence as we know it. Give me a break of a Kit Kat bar. I really hate soccer moms. I don't care what anybody says. She'll always be Derpy Hoos to me. Yeah, that's right, I said Derpy, and I'll say it again. Derpy, 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 Derpy! Plus, I kinda like this moment because it just shows that if this show can be a target of angry parents, then it proves how awesome it is. Finally, the big one. The Season 2 finale was the royal wedding between Twilight's brother, Shining Armor, and Princess Cadence, who is Twilight's former babysitter. I was expecting a cute little wedding with lots of cute and funny moments. What I got was the complete opposite. Princess Cadence turns out being Queen Chrysalis, who has an army of changelings that feed off of love. This then results in an epic battle that ends with the queen and her minions being blown away by shining armor and Cadence's love for each other. Taste the power of love, you fang-toothed witch! The two-part episode ends with the gang celebrating a successful wedding. This has got to be one of the best season finales of any TV show. Everything about it was awesome, and I myself can't describe it with words. It's so epic that people who aren't even fans of the show would love it. And there is my second salute on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Season 2 proved that we had nothing to worry about despite Lauren Faust leaving the show. Once again, this show is proving that there is hope in the world of cartoons in this day and age. I feel that the show is only going to get better from here, and I'll be back again to salute for the third time. I'm Ben, and I'm signing out. I'm going to go buy me a Kit Kat bar.